So, I gotta... Oops. No, not that. I gotta...
Ah!
There. But now watch. Are you ready? Because I flipped it on here thinking I'd done it on here, but I'd actually done it on the other one.
You done goofed.
Consequences will never be the same.
That's just such a silly line. I don't know why. I mean, it's English, but it doesn't sound like it.
Alright, so... Oh my god, I have like...
10 ears, and they're secret.
Okay, my hair looks a little better now, I guess. So yeah, so we'll start off. I have a little super micro tiny unboxing. There'll be a little bit more of one.
Look, this is a Keep My Keyboard.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit more of one tomorrow, because I didn't go to the comics place today. Oh hey, I got another Ice Devil. You like Ice Devils?
They're okay.
They're make me nervous to pull them out of this container.
I hate that so much.
I'm gonna snap it into pieces. So there's another Ice Devil. It's been seen before. This is Maze of Death. Maze of Death is about the... Oh, you might like this one, though. This looks like a Durgan. Yeah, I think it's a silver Durgan. Yeah, it's a silver Durgan. Oh, no, it's a medium copper dragon. It's just really, really silver colored.
I really like the D&D metallics. I don't like his pose, but I like him. Copper actually made it onto my lesser favorites list.
This is a...
I'd say it's my second favorite, just greater dragon from D&D after...
This is not D&D, this is Pathfinder.
Oh, ugh.
You don't like the Pathfinder copper dragon?
No, the Pathfinder dragons all just... They look...
The same.
Yeah, they're like palette swaps. And you don't need 10 palette swaps.
Stop.
I was just saying hello.
You can say hello after it focuses on the Durgan. Oh, I'm going to have
Hello.
to do a manual focus. I don't want to do a manual focus. It takes more work.
Is it bad?
Camera, configure video. Shut off autofocus. There we go. So that there is a draggy boy. It could be a boy in drag as well. I don't care.
It could also be
Look
a
how
lady.
blurry you are.
Thanks.
Your shirt looks oranger on the screen.
I don't like how orange it is.
Here's a lizard folk Meyerborn.
Edgy?
It's a one scaly boy.
Kinky.
Shin doesn't like scalies.
I dislike them.
Shin doesn't like scalies.
See, if I disliked everything you said I didn't like, yes, I would. I wouldn't like many things.
Yes, you would dislike the things that I say you disliked. It's one short boy, although I think it's a lady.
Now they're on the floor on your arm.
Nope, it's a boy. It's a
boy.
It's a halfling boy.
That's his name?
No, it's a butcher.
That's a terrible name.
I mean, a boy could be a butcher.
Nuh-uh. Not in my country.
Well, good thing it's not your country then, huh?
We don't need butchers.
Oh, and I got one big crabby boy. What are you? A deep lurker. Oh, but he's got a funky tentacle beard going on.
Well, yeah, he's watery. He's
See?
water type. Of course he does. He looks kind of like a chul, but spikier.
Look how smiley he is, though. He's like, hey!
His claws are very smiley. Advanced head.
You say so. Must be looking at a Final Fantasy.
A griffin.
A griffin? It's better than a B griffin, perhaps. This is a witchfire. It's all transparent and see-through.
Oh, it's a fire lady. But she doesn't exist because she's a ghost.
She used to exist.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. Well, it is there, but it's not here. Crazy dagger.
And then here is a rat folk alchemist. A little mousy boy with some fire.
Oh, yay, Rat Man. I like rat guys.
I bought all the rest of these they had at Comic Shop. Oh, and like a purple morel with tentacles sticking out. A purple fungus.
Violet fungus?
Purple.
Really? Well, in D&D it would be called violet fungus. I guess they had to change it because it's Pathfinder. It's a bootleg violet fungus.
It's very dark colored. You can't see the detail very well.
Would you say it's violet? I think they're poisonous, so don't eat them.
A fungus that's poisonous? I've never heard of
Hey,
such a
shriekers
thing.
aren't poisonous. They don't even have any way of hurting you. All they can do is yell.
Good.
It's an alarm fungus.
So they make other things hurt you instead.
Yes, there's also the phantom fungus. They're not poisonous. They're just invisible.
They're spooky.
Yeah, it's invisible fungus.
Alright, so...
That's the scariest kind.
next is the...
Jazzer.
We were at Victini last.
Which is for some reason at the beginning of the Pokédex, 5th Gen Pokédex, instead of the end, he got lost.
Yeah, I counted him as a 4th Gen mythical because there were a bunch of mythicals all in a row.
You got confused?
No, just because I start with the starters in a series. Because it makes sense. They're the starters. So after the guy with the V for a head...
Proto-Cannon Head.
What?
Yeah, one of the few mythicals I actually got during their first release.
I consider him cute looking.
You know, he's one of those mythicals.
Yeah.
Ones that could be a fairy.
Yeah, that should be a fairy.
Oh, it's Smugleaf.
I like Snivy. Although there's like a lot of drawings of Snivy with a knife for some reason.
Oh yeah, he's so smug, he's gonna cut you. He has a nice shiny.
I like Snivy.
I do wish he had a bit more of a snaky face.
Oh yeah, this is one of Shin's favorite evolutions though because they lose their arms and that's important to Shin.
They lose their arms over multiple evolutions and their legs. It's interesting. Their limbs recede like the way snakes evolved.
Snakes are lizards.
They're weird lizards though.
And then here's Servine.
I like his decorations. The light is looking
Accents.
the light is making me glow.
Yeah, today we have a shiny Shin.
Yeah, shiny Shin is...
It's one in every 4,800 videos, which might actually be true.
He's like regular Shin, but his shirt is orange instead of green or red.
Oh wait, just go to YouTube.
That's my shiny... my color difference is just in my shirt. I'm also glowing. 10 things you didn't know about flight attendants.
Yeah, we're at 4,383 videos, so that's...
We found a shiny Shin, finally.
Yeah.
I prefer regular Shin.
I don't, because shiny Shin has an orange shirt, and I like orange.
I'm also glowing.
It's fine.
Which is good.
You like bioluminescence?
Yes, my shirt has bioluminescence.
Yes, and here's Superior, which Shin likes, but thinks that these things go too far backwards.
And it also has that... Again, it's also actually really dang weak. It's one of the weakest starters, I think.
Which is odd, because usually the grass starters are pretty skronk.
Except that they're also grass type. And I don't like the structure of his mouth.
Because it's on... he hates underside mouth. Like, there are many things that I will say you hate that you don't hate. You hate underside mouth. You can't not comment on an underside mouth.
I might actually hate it. I definitely dislike it.
Tepig is probably my least favorite of the fire starters, but Tepig is cute.
I like his name.
It's
clever,
clever.
and it's also Tepig.
Yeah, it is. It's cute.
It's a nice play on words.
There's a really, really cute Pokemon Generations card for it.
Yeah, Tepig is... I do say, I don't like pigs, but he's pretty dang good for a pig. I'll give him that. For a pig, he's adorable.
This kid's a door.
This kid is a door.
Here it is.
He's cute because he has a family.
Look at him. Look, he's so sweet.
He has so many humans around him. It's weird. That woman is actually the Tepig. She's a Tepig in disguise.
It's
Tepig,
a Ditto that's also a Tepig.
It's like a Tepig. It's actually just a doll.
It's a Ditto as a Tepig transformed into a lady.
That's how Ditto works, right?
Yes.
And then everything goes out the window right away.
I will say Pig Knight is still a decent name play on words. Pig Knight is a chubby boy, which I guess makes sense.
He looks like the awkward teen.
Pig. It definitely has the awkward teen phase going on, and then you have Imbor, which again is a decent name.
Yeah, but
it looks almost. I guess is it supposed to be like a Dharma in design?
I don't know. Also, it's the third firefighting we get in a row.
Well, that's because firefighter is a pun. This was the 500th Pokemon.
Classification: Mega Fire Pig Pokemon.
That's not their most creative. It's just
hilarious.
Fire Pig Pokemons.
And then he becomes a Mega Fire Pig.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's supposed to be loosely inspired by Dharma, because it's got kind of the same Dharma eyebrowy kind of things going on.
But we didn't.
But then there's also a Dharma Pokemon later, so.
And apparently, Infernape is just better, for the most part.
Even though it's enough monkeys.
Right. He also has that Sun Wukong look, but I mean, statistically, he is just almost better. Mm. But largely because he's fast.
So what you're saying is the starters for this generation were kind of crummy.
Oh, like statistically, all three of them were bad.
Which is too bad because I adore Oshawott.
Apparently, Iwata, not Iwata. Sugimori gave Oshawott freckles to make him less cute.
Yeah, to make him less cute.
Honestly, if he had one trait on him that I'd say was uncute, it'd be the ball nose.
Yeah, Shin doesn't like clown nose.
No, I don't.
It's also why he doesn't like Brionne's line.
But Brionne's line also does the undermouth. And
also Shin doesn't like Brionne because of how Brionne stands.
Oh, I mean, Primarina.
Duat's cool.
Think this is a line that I think just sort of gets better.
Duat has a decent design for a middle phase.
He doesn't really look like an awkward teen. He looks like a Pokemon. He doesn't really have that great of an ability, but it's okay. His name is Futachimaru.
Which means?
I don't know, but it sounds like a samurai.
Well, this is Samurott, which would make sense.
He totally doesn't have undermouth. It's amazing.
Daikenki.
He almost makes my favorites list. He comes close.
He's a pretty swell looking dude.
His type is just water, which is a pretty dang good type combination.
A Watcher Null.
Yeah, unfortunately, because Null is not weak against anything.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's just also not strong against anything.
It's also not really a type.
I mean, it kind of is.
It's type Null, I guess.
It's a specifically beneficial trait to have under certain circumstances.
It doesn't give you stab with anything. I think his stats are also kind of bad. He's very well rounded.
His shiny, I feel like the copper needs to be more copper colored on it.
I like Samurott.
Samurott's pretty cool.
He can't call SOS though. He has no mouth.
It's fine.
Ah, god damn it.
This is possibly Shin's least favorite Pokemon.
No, but I dislike it.
And Izzy can't stand him either. They both really don't like Patrat and Watchog.
Watchog is basically...
Look at Watchog's shiny! It's so garish looking.
Yeah, Watchog, I'll go over. The main thing I don't like about him is, well, first of all, he's kind of ugly.
And they're all over the place.
He's outdoors Zubat.
Yep.
He knows Confuse Ray and Hypnosis.
Well, then let's go with something much more enjoyable. An adorable little puppy doggy.
Also, in Super Mystery... He's basically Super Mystery Dungeons, equivalent to Chatot.
Oh, you have to listen to him talk pretentiously the whole time about...
Yeah, I mean, he's not quite as bad.
And make negative assumptions about you for no reason.
He's not as bad.
And trust your enemies...
He's close.
Based on their very first experience talking to them.
He's just a real stickler, and he's just unpleasant.
Oh, also, look, I got a new Power Rangers comic. It's got a cool image on the front.
And his direct superior is totally chill.
You mean, like, Wigglytuff?
Yes. In this case,
so it's basically a remake with different characters.
And they're not as likable as Wigglytuff, because they're a monkey.
Wigglytuff.
Anyway, this is a dog.
Lillipup, I would totally love to have one as a pet.
Someone clearly just got pied in the face.
I've always had terriers as pets. I've always had a schnauzer of some sort. I've had a couple other types of terriers. We have like a Boston Terrier mix right now and some sort of like wire hairy kind of terrier dachshund mix right now. I love terrier dogs.
Its hidden ability is awful.
The one where you can always run from battle.
Yes, but it does not. There's, you know what would be a good way to make it a decent move? If it could negate abilities that prevent you from switching. It explicitly can't though. Like Mean Look or Shadow Tag or such. Those only keep you from pushing out, which is a big deal. If Runaway let you mitigate those, it might actually be good, and it would actually have a use in trainer battles.
I was going to say Pokemon Go. Lillipup isn't in Pokemon Go yet. Yeah.
Oh, his name is Teddy for his York Terrier?
Yeah, Yorkshire Terrier. And then it evolves into a bigger doggo.
I like him.
Herdier, who still has a really good design for a middle form.
And his ability... Oh, all of his abilities changed.
You're allowed to hit ghost-type Pokemon.
He also has the ability to Intimidate, which is one of the best... It was one of the best competitive abilities. And he also has Sand Rush, which seems very random.
It's a Diggy Doggo.
His speed is doubled in a sandstorm. Apparently, terriers really like sandstorms.
They just really like
loyal dog Pokemon. Darude.
Yeah, or just electronic.
I like that Game Grumps bit.
And then
he dies.
Well, you'll get really sad. It's apparently like a critically acclaimed episode of the anime.
Oh, what are his stats? I'm curious. He's a 3rd evolution. He looks really sturdy. Oh, well, the 7th gen has Pokedex on him. Oh, wow, he's a bit too well-rounded.
You mean he's purely average?
Yeah. Except he's terrible at special attacking, which... If you're going to have a stat that's terrible, make it one of the attack stats. Just one of them, though.
Although, it should be best if it's the attack stat that you have... Like, normal for bad special attacks is okay, because there's a lot of decent physical normal attacks.
If you look at Stoutland's move pool, he has... Well, I mean, just look at him. He looks like he'd have plenty of physical attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he does.
It's the big-hearted Pokemon.
He is no longer a loyal dog. He's just a giant. He's
just a giant love. It's not even a giant. It's just 3 foot tall.
He just gets a bigger heart. I was like, he is a giant heart, but no, his heart gets bigger.
It's a big. His
heart gets bigger,
doggo.
and he secretly stops being a dog.
He's a big, lovey guy.
He is not wild.
He is adorable, and his shiny is a really decent color combination.
Kind of mustardy, but I like it.
No, it's like a gold, like blonde.
That is a very
gold
nice
here,
green,
and a dark green, and a dark kind of brownish red. I like that color combination.
Those look like fuzzy tentacles.
And then you have your puppers, so you gotta have kitties. Shin doesn't like these as much as the skitty line.
Look at his art. It looks fun. Look at his sprite. Why is it standing like that?
What's it matter?
Ooh, he gets Prankster, which is a good ability. I like Lipard.
Lipard's nice.
Their face is missing something, but it gives me a real Doronjo vibe. It's basically a thieving cat.
Yeah, it's a dark cat.
Oh! There are fan theories out there that a lot of the Pokemon in 5th gen were meant to parallel 1st gen Pokemon.
That's not surprising.
I mean, this is clearly
so there was Growlithe, and then these would be the Meowths.
I don't know that was Growlithe. This is clearly
Meowths. Going
from sort of stubby bipedal, sometimes
and if that's true, explain these 6 to me.
I can't. No one can. God damn it.
So this starts the enough monkeys. There is a theme going on. It's the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
But did it really need to take up 6
slots in a generation?
It could be like just one monkey that has like 3 different variants.
Or evolution line.
Depending on whether you want him to shut up or if you want him to be blind or whatnot.
No, it could just be a straight up evil, like evolution line.
Oh. I wouldn't mind because I wouldn't use them anyway.
But yeah, so this is Pansage.
Which one you are? Oh, apparently they have the same thing as the fossils and the Eevees and the stars, and that they're almost all male. To make it harder to get all of them, I
and
guess.
then there's the grass monkey.
Which you're given them in part of the plot, and which one you get is determined by which starter you chose.
So if you get a fire type, you get a different one.
You don't get the fire monkey. I don't remember if it's the one that's weak to you or strong to you. I think it's the one that's weak to you, because he gives
you an advantage on your.
Because
opponent.
the first gym leader gives you one, and then I think they use the type your starter is weak against.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are 3 gym leaders in the first gym, and you only fight one of them.
Alright, well, so this is the grass monkey Pokemon that becomes the thorn monkey Pokemon and gets like
a weird vertical pompadour.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like something out of a anime I probably wouldn't watch.
It kind of does. Except, no, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
And it doesn't, so it does look like a JoJo thing?
It kind of does. Yeah. Especially the pose and the artwork. Because poses.
So, and then here's Pansear, who has a dookie on his head.
and he can't hear you, and he looks kind of sassy.
Although that said, I liked Pansear on Drawception before Drawception got bad. Yeah, his name is Baopu.
My favorite was I think was like garbage for dinner or trash for dinner.
Trash for dinner.
Yeah, but Pansear was definitely talented. And then there's Simisear, and he does. I like that pose.
He have gropey hand.
I keep
either that or like a jazz hands, but down.
Yeah, like jazz monkey. I mean, I guess I could like them, but there are just too many of them.
And then it's not the water. Okay, so it was the grass monkey. Oh, this is the high temp Pokemon instead of the fire monkey, and then it becomes the ember Pokemon.
You can learn ember probably.
And then the spray Pokemon.
Probably has my least favorite hairstyle of all of them
because he can't see.
No,
so he can't brush his hair because he can't see.
Oh.
And then Simipour, which is the Rasta monkey.
He's the principal in...
Or the geyser Pokemon.
He's the friendly principal in Super Mystery Dungeon.
So Super Mystery Dungeon all monkey main characters?
No. His personality is...
Oh, Watchog, that's right.
Yeah, Watchog. He also has a deerling.
We'll probably never see that one, because you said it was just not very good compared to the others.
I think it was good. It has its flaws, but it was good.
You said that it felt like it didn't have nearly as much story as the other ones.
It had story, just doesn't give you as much stuff out of the story. I'd recommend you play it, because we can't stream it because it's 3DS. But I recommend you play it.
I don't know. And then there's Munna, which is, I guess, a piggy bank?
It's another instance of a Baku, like Drowsy, except it's... Oh, this is the parallel to Drowsy. It's just a nicer floral Drowsy.
And maybe more of a non-pedophile.
I said nicer. This is someone's...
Musharna?
This is somebody's choice for the worst 5th gen Pokemon, and I can't figure out why. I guess because it looks like a fetus, he said?
Because it's asleep and it's shooting things out of its head.
That is pretty terrible.
You shouldn't shoot things out of your head if you're sleeping. It's dangerous.
You might hurt me.
And then Pidove.
Obviously it's just the bird of the regional bird.
It's a cutie.
It's pretty weak and unremarkable, but I like it.
It's a cutie. I like it. Its evolutions,
Big packs.
Tranquil, I like.
Oh god, look how green it is.
Yeah, Tranquil, I like. Unpheasant.
He gets super luck. I really like male Unpheasant.
It's okay.
I think the name is kind of weird because it's not unpleasant really in any way, which is the pun.
But yeah, they're okay.
Thank
you. It's wearing a Mardi Gras mask. Male ones are.
You would too if you were a male.
What are you saying?
It's a mystery.
And then we have Blitzel, which is the Ponyta parallel, I suppose.
I do not like his face.
I like Blitzel. Shin
Look at that nose!
Shin thinks very negatively of a lot of horse Pokemon.
It does seem that way.
The only ones he really likes are Justice Pokemon, and that might be it.
Maybe.
But yeah, I like it. I like Blitzel.
I mean, I'm slightly positive towards the original Ponyta line. I do not dislike them, and I kind of like them.
Electrified, I would have called it the Shock Pony Pokemon, because of course I would.
Oh, it's weird and purple.
And then
I
he
like
gets
it.
cool hair, and then he's still okay.
I mean, Zeb Strika, I have nothing against him.
There has never been a Pegasus Pokemon.
Yet. There's never been a dolphin, and there's just now been a wolf. Just saying. And there's no peacock. I feel that's wasted potential.
Yeah, there's a lot of treading over the same
he's
ground.
the Thunderbolt Pokemon.
Yeah, there's a lot of treading over the same ground for the fact that there are also plenty of other options out there.
There's Geodude.
This is Roggenrola, who has a pun for a name.
Apparently people really think it looks like a butt, but I don't see it.
You probably don't want to see it, because I think I can get why, but you don't want to see it.
I do like where he ends up.
I like Boldore. Boldore's got more character to me than Graveler.
He has the weak armor ability, which I think is a hilarious name for an ability, because it sounds bad, but it's not necessarily.
Also, the shiny looks really nice to me. This purple and cyan color combination is pretty neat.
Both their colors are pretty good.
And then Gigalith,
which I think is a funny name.
Is a skronk man.
I think he should have a high special attack, because he has a bunch of good special attacks, but he doesn't.
His special attack is 60.
Oh man, look at that speed. He's a rock type, alright. Poor guy.
So, he's neat looking, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you have Woobat, which Shin doesn't like. I think's cute.
I prefer to Zubat.
It's
he has the simple ability, which is immensely powerful. And the Klutz ability, which is not.
Oh, all stat modifications? Oh, so if it uses, like,
agility
supersonic...
Is like, no.
Or agility, rather,
If it uses agility, it triples its speed, for instance, instead of doubling it. Woobat. No, Swoobat.
And then, yeah, Swoobat. His ears are stuck together, which is kind of weird.
And his nose is still a heart.
It's especially weird because since bats travel using so much sound... the fact that it can't move its ears seems like a detriment to me.
Well, he's a psychic bat.
Also, he has Kokoro and Mo all in a row in his name.
Kokoromori?
Yeah.
That's a fancy name. What's his name?
Kokoromori.
Oh. I prefer to Golbat.
Yeah, I like this line probably more than the Zubat line. I don't dislike Zubat's line. I dislike how Zubat is distributed.
Everywhere. There's your Diglett.
Yeah,
he's okay.
He's such a happy guy.
He's a bit dopey. But...
I can't dislike it because he's such a happy guy. And then he becomes serious when he becomes Excadrill. The subterranean Pokemon.
I wish he had more leg, but...
It's not the subterranean Pokemon, it's the subterranean Pokemon. Look.
Subterranean?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it being underground.
He gets a big drill on the top of his head, which seems like a bad idea.
And he puts his arms together to make just one drill.
Yes.
I don't know how.
So he spins.
Yes, he has to spin his body somehow, but we don't know how, and he's pretty good in a
You do the Mario, and that's how you do it.
There's
and then Audino.
Chansey.
Audino, I really like Audino.
It's one of the last Pokemon to have
a Mega Evolution. Yep.
It's okay. It's the Chansey Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, healing. Sorry.
Yeah. It is a no, it's the Hear Ring Pokemon.
Oh, his ability's kind of loud. Was he?
Regenerator.
No, it's
when it switches out of battle.
That's a good ability.
I know. I was reading what that one said. So it's Healer or Regenerator, but it's the Hear Ring, not Healing.
And Mega Audino only gets Healer.
And Klutz cannot receive any effect of hold items except the effects. So that's a really, really bad hidden ability.
Not necessarily. If you're holding like a toxic orb, it won't poison you, but if you give it to your enemy, it will poison them. Or if an enemy tries to give you a toxic orb, it doesn't matter because it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, but in regular battles,
it's not good. No.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not the worst ability.
Yeah, but that's because Slow Start exists.
There are benefits to the ability, potentially.
Slow Start, however, is like outright a way of ruining a Pokemon.
Yes, it's better than Truant, but Truant is the worst.
So, but yeah, I like Audino. Audino, to me, is super adorable. Audino has grown on me. I was originally more neutral. Over time, I've come to like...
Thoroughly neutral.
I've come to like Audino, though. I think the smile's really charming. And then we have Timber, and we get to talk about the funny names. We get to talk about the funny names
Iron
in this
Fist and sheer force and guts. He has very good abilities.
It's the muscular Pokemon, therefore we know what it is a corollary to.
It's a weird Machop with a weird meat pompadour.
And he's carrying around just a block of wood all the time. It's actually